This is one of the biggest opportunities that will happen in your lifetime, and it's already begun. Today, I'm breaking down the 7 reasons why one of the biggest wealth transfers is happening right now. Hey guys, Tyson Dela Cruz here. Thank you so much for joining me. I flipped my entire life around with the utilization of real estate. This channel is all about helping you live a life on your terms, not by default. Talking top business strategies, income resources, mindset strategies, and lifestyle hacks. If you're new here and you like what you see, drop me one of these down below. What does this mean for the rich? What does it mean for the poor? What does it mean for you wanting to jump to another wealth class and income bracket? Before we jump right in, we need to understand these 3 main types of wealth transfers that are occurring right now. Number 1, generational wealth transfer is when a previous generation passes away or transfers their wealth to a younger segment of their family tree. Number 2, geographical transfer. A simple example here. How China has been acting as the factory of the world, manufacturing most or some of the goods that we acquire here in the US and all across the world. Number 3, technology transfer. This is when money shifts from one technology to another. Example here is a shift in wealth from people who used to work at factories to people that own their own marketplace, like Amazon. These companies like Amazon and Google are valued way much more than a factory that used to print metal plates. Now that we understand these 3 types of transfers, we gotta understand the pandemic opened up Pandora's box. This opened up doors for huge transfers of wealth to occur. The entire world is in chaos. People are struggling on an individual level. Small businesses are struggling. And despite all of this, the stock market is still going up. This just shows that the stock market is not a direct reflection on how the economy is doing. It is more of a reflection on how big money is being positioned. Huge transfers of wealth for those big corporations and for those that own assets. The rich made money during this pandemic and still continue to do so. If you were smart, you doubled or tripled your money several times over. I personally sold a lot of my lower performing rental properties that had equity in them, and I used that monies to diversify my portfolio. Number 1, the pandemic opened up Pandora's box. Number 2, the government keeps printing money. Here's something that some of you may not know. 22% of all the US dollars in circulation were printed in 2020. Every time a financial crisis happens, the government just keeps printing money.
Somebody better get an umbrella, because I can't stop making it rain. It's like Noah's flood up in here. Woo, 2 by 2, baby.
We saw it happen in 2008, and now we're seeing it again in 2020. The state is literally giving away free money. Crazy, awesome, cool. Anybody who understands money knows that there's no such thing as a free lunch. Here is another thing. Inflation is a hidden tax on your money that most people don't even know that they're paying. Inflation is shooting through the roof while people are giving their stimulus checks to big business. Because of the volatility, this is one of the few times in history that we see such low interest rates. If you put $100,000 in the bank and want to take it out, you'll have $98,000. When the government keeps printing money out of thin air, every dollar loses value very, very quickly. This is why some trust gold or some trust Bitcoin more than traditional currency. There has never been a better time to borrow money than right now. Interest rates are low for home acquisitions, and opportunities lay in diversification. Number 3, old people are dying. We can't talk about wealth transfers without viewing the generational gap. Research has shown that approximately $68 trillion will be transferred from baby boomers to their children in the US alone, especially now with this whole pandemic thing happening, and those at a higher age bracket are more susceptible to the virus. Number 4, we are entering one of the first technology revolutions. Every company in the world just went digital first. You're probably one of those people working from home, on your computer, or on your phone. Here's something to ponder. Why wouldn't somebody from Pakistan or the Philippines not be able to take over your job with the proper training. If you're one of those people that are scared of an immigrant coming over and potentially taking your job, well, now you don't need to be scared of them coming over. They can take their job from Pakistan or the Philippines because your company went digital. Since your company only cares about what you can deliver, the marketplace for your job will now be open to the entire world. Local monies will be democratized and bidden away to an individual who can deliver regardless of the country. Number 5, technology is going to bring market corrections. Tech doesn't care what industry you're in or how much you like your job. It spares no one, and any inefficiency will be corrected. This leads the way for bots, automation, and new technology to arise. Remember a few years ago when the entire automobile industry was laughing at Elon Musk, Tesla, the evaluation, and the longevity of the company? Well, Elon proved him wrong. Tesla is now one of the most valuable car companies in the world, overtaking Toyota, Mercedes, and BMW. The investors of Tesla found 5 to 10 times the amount on their returns. Out with the old, in with the new. Any industry that is up for disruption will be in full swing in the next decade. Do you remember how Nokia got completely crushed by Apple? Well, this is about to happen to any and every outdated industry. Automation will soon replace these lower level data entry type jobs, and this will make way for companies to create bots and code writers. I feel that a drop's a-coming, followed by explosive growth. With every crisis poses opportunity. Opportunity for those willing to take it. The 2008 crash gave us Uber, Air BnB, and Bitcoin. This pandemic will likely do the same. You just gotta keep your eyes open for that opportunity. Guys, if you like this video, go ahead and drop me one of these down below. If you haven't subscribed, you get to. Make sure your notifications are turned on. As always, be kind, rewind, peace!